T, Asar M. Karani, Yimhotep, Uncle Jah Seneb, Duau, Duau, Duau. Welcome. My name is Asar M. Ka. Welcome to the first episode of Kemet Empire. Uh, I welcome you and thank you for tuning in. Definitely thank you for tuning in. Today we'll be covering the subject of Ma'at. Uh, Going over it a little more in depth than what you normally see, other than just 42 laws on a wall. You see them as the negative confessions, the virtues of Ma'at, different things of that nature. But we're going to be covering Ma'at. We'll get into it without delay. First of all, when you see Ma'at, you see her painted as either a black female or a light skinned female or an opaque female with an ostrich feather in her cap. And sometimes you see this same feather in the weighing of the heart scene, which is synonymous with ancient Kemet for the deeds you've done as a soul in this lifetime, and getting to the Shat Amtuat, the Duat, or the Amtuat, uh, rendering you, as Heru explained Horus for most of you who don't know, uh, in the pyramid text, rendering you uh, uh, Netemwiseti or Netemwiset, which is a sweet smelling, one of the sweet smelling ones, or a sweet smelling soul, or Yehemwisek, which is an imperishable star, which most of us attain to try to be. You want to be that when you pass away from this life. Um, but before we get real in depth into Ma'at, let's take a look at uh, the creation story, which can be found in one of the papyruses in the British Museum under number 10,188 is the number of the papyrus. And I just want to go through the creation story because it says something interesting in the creation story. As the everlasting Lord Neber Etcher speaks, in the form of Keparah, bringing the universe into existence. He mentions a few things about Ma'at that shouldn't be taken lightly. They should be taken into consideration and looked upon and understood. So, going forth, Neber Etcher spoke after he had come into being. I am he who came into being in the form of the god Keparah. I am the creator of that which came into being. That is to say, I am the creator of everything which came into being. Now the things which I created and which came forth out of my mouth after that I had came into being myself were exceedingly many. The sky or heaven had not come into being. The earth did not exist, and the children of the earth and the creeping things had not been made at that time. I myself raised them up from out of new, from a state of helpless inertness. I found no place whereon I could stand. I worked a charm upon my own heart or will. I laid the foundation of things by Ma'at, and I made everything which had form. I was then one by myself, for I had not emitted from myself the god Shu, and I had not spit out from myself the goddess Tefnut, and there existed no other who could work with me. I laid the foundations of things in my own heart, and there came into being multitudes of created things, which came into being from the created things, which were born from the created things, which arose from what they brought forth. Now, as we look at the creation story, I want you to notice something that Keparah states. He states early on, I laid the foundation of things by Ma'at, and I made everything which had form. Everything that has a form has a foundation in Ma'at. Everything that came into existence has a foundation of Ma'at. Everything that exists is founded in what? What is Ma'at? Truth, order, justice, morality, guidance. It's righteousness. It's righteousness. And that's not a word that sums up what Ma'at is, but it's as close a word as we have in the English language to describe it. So everything that was formed in existence came into being from Keppra had a foundation in Ma'at.